This is our last webinar of the EaP Plus project, and it's devoted to the last calls in SWAFS and also to the novelties of the Horizon Europe program. And I will talk a little about EaP Plus project, but I know that you heard about it already. Just shortly let you know that it was a 3-year-long project. It will end in August, and it's a coordination and support action. The website of the project EaP Plus EU. And there are some things that we did, and you can read about them and view some videos. We provided grants for researchers, and we made some interviews with those who got those grants, and they will talk about their experiences. We also did information days and support to NCP networks in EaP countries, and we had some meetings with scientific diaspora. And there are reports and presentations from those events. We had many webinars which are on the project website, and there were also interesting conferences and trainings. You can find reports, materials, and policy briefs about all those events that we prepared within the project. And we have two presenters today. We have Małgorzata Krótki. She is a Polish national contact point on science with and for society. And we have Bartosz Majewski, and he is a national contact point of Poland on legal issues of Horizon 2020. So I will pass the word and presentation to Małgorzata first.
Good morning, everyone. During my presentation, I will present you the list of topics which will be open this year. And these topics will be available during the last call in SWAFS in Horizon 2020. Okay. So the call will be open on 10th of December this year. The list of topics is already available on the Commission website. So I think you are in a very good time you have enough time to read it carefully and to check whether any of the topics is interesting for you. If yes, it is the best time to start your work on the proposal. The structure of the work program will be the same as it was in the previous years. So we will have 5 strategic orientations, which you can see on the slide. As for the deadlines, we will have in general one deadline, 15th of April next year, apart from one topic number 1, which is open schooling. And this topic will have a 2-stage procedure. So the first deadline will be 15th of April. Until 15th of April, you have to prepare a shortened version of the proposal. If it is approved, you will be invited to the second stage, and the deadline for the second stage will be 17th of November next year. Okay, talking about SWAFS, it is also very important to keep in mind the concept of responsible research and innovation. The concept runs through all of Horizon 2020 parts, and it is about conducting research and innovation in a way that takes into account societal needs and challenges. RRI is a kind of umbrella term for a number of SWAFS concepts. It is about the gender, open access, science education, public engagement, and ethics. It is also about ensuring research and innovation is accepted by everyone concerned and also contributes to sustainable development. What is important is that RRI shouldn't be just applied to outcomes and innovation, but it is important to that the whole research and innovation process is also conducted keeping in mind this concept. All the details relevant to RRI concept are available on one of the EU project websites, which is RRI Tools. And now I would like to present you a short film presenting the concept of RRI, which is, I think, very nice, very simple, but it has everything what is needed to understand it correctly. So I will try to open it. Hopefully it will work. One moment. I hope Okay, so anyway, if you would like to come back to this film later on, you have a link on the slide. So I really recommend you to go to the RRI Tools website and to see. They have a lot of videos. They have a lot of information about RRI concept there. Okay, so let's now look at the list of topics which will be open this year in December. So under strategic orientation 1, you will have 4 topics. 3 of them will be coordination support action. 1 topic will be a research topic, research and innovation action. So topic number 1, which is open schooling and collaboration on science education. This topic targets the creation of new partnerships in local communities to foster improved science education for all citizens. It aims to support a range of activities based on collaboration between formal, non-formal and informal science education providers, enterprises and civil society in order to integrate the concept of open schooling, including all educational levels in science education. Topic number 23, which is grounding RRI concept in society with a focus on citizen science. Consortia in this topic are expected to implement institutional changes to promote citizens and their associations' engagement in science, and possibly through an integrated approach covering some of all 5 fields of RRI. In topic number 24, which is science education outside the classroom, the available knowledge on science education outside the classroom and its impact on citizens needs to be analyzed, taking into account possible gender and geographical differences. The proposed action shall specify if this type of learning complements the classroom or succeeds where classroom might have failed. In strategic orientation 2, we will have 3 topics. 2 of them will be coordination support actions. 1 will be research topic. So topic number one moment. Topic number 9, which is supporting research organizations to implement gender equality plans. So this action should focus on implementing gender equality plans in research funding organizations and research performing organizations, including universities, as drivers for systematic institutional changes. The gender equality plans should be developed using the coherent approach, referring to the GEAR tool step-by-step guide. This guide is already available on the internet. Topic number 25: gender-based violence, including sexual harassment in research organizations and universities. The aim is to investigate the various forms of gender-based violence, including sexual harassment in European higher education systems and research organizations for both staff and students, including in particular situation of those with short-term affiliations to the organization. It means visiting academic staff, exchange students, and so on, as well as potential additional societal determinants. Topic number 26, which is innovators of the future, bridging the gender gap. The topic will support initiatives such as hands-on activities, seminars, mentoring sessions, gender inclusive innovative tools, etc., to develop entrepreneurial competences and inspire the new generation of innovators. The activities will involve inter alia grassroots organizations, schools, foundations, science and technology museums, incubators, startups, innovative industries, and etc. In the third pillar, you will find 1 topic, topic number 14, supporting and development of territorial responsible research and innovation. In this topic, consortia are expected to elaborate and implement a more open, transparent and democratic research and innovation system in their defined territories. For the present topic, territory should be understood broadly. It may be defined by any particular area characterized by certain geographical features, or any area which shared cultural, environmental or economic ties. The next pillar, and here we have 4 topics. Topic number 27, hands-on science, citizen science and frugal innovation. And in this topic, we will have 2 parts. It will focus on 2 specific aspects. You have to choose one of them. The first one will be dedicated to citizen science. So the aim is to develop new scientific knowledge and or innovations with or by citizen scientists. And the second aspect is frugal innovation. So the goal is to develop one or more frugal innovations with or by citizens. In topic number 28, which is ethics of organoids, organoids are considered to be key in the modeling and studying the development of organs, as well as the progress of diseases. It is used, for example, in clinical research, in development of new drugs, toxicology testing. At the same time, organoids are also a source of complex ethical questions. So the action intends to explore the attitudes of various stakeholders, including the research community, patients, donors, and the public, towards this type of research and innovation and its ethical implications. The action should examine the impact of organoid-based technologies with a view to identifying the necessary elements that could best support the research community in integrating the ethics dimension into their research protocols. Topic number 29, the ethics of technologies with high socioeconomic impact. According to the topic description, technologies with potentially high socioeconomic impact raising complex ethical issues must be analyzed from an ethical perspective to maximize their societal benefit and maximize harm. This work aims to complementing the work started in the context of previous call in 2016 call that addressed 3 areas: genomics, human enhancement, and man-machine interactions. And the action should conduct similar analysis and refine the model and guidelines produced by the project founded under the previous call. And the last pillar, we will have 2 topics there. Oh, sorry, I missed one more topic. Topic number 30, which is responsible open science and ethics and integrity perspective. So the action should examine the map of ethical, legal, and social implications, challenges, as well as the research integrity issues related to open science, and consequently identify and analyze the necessary elements to support the integration of research ethics and integrity as structural component of open science. And the last pillar, we will have 2 topics there. Topic number 19, taking stock and re-examine the role of science communication. This topic aims to better understand how results of research and scientific methodologies are communicated and perceived by citizens, develop improved ways to measure and access science communication, and identify good practices and policy guidelines to increase the accuracy of science communication. And the last topic, which is completely bottom-up approach to build SWAFS knowledge base. So it is completely bottom-up, and research and innovation actions are invited to help stimulate ideas about where research is most needed in SWAFS area. So it is really a good site to look for completely new ideas from your point of view. Okay, so in this slide you can see all the links to most important materials, slides, documents which are related to the call. So please visit this website and see what you can learn there. And the last information which I would like to tell you is that we plan to organize a brokerage event which will be dedicated to the last call in SWAFS. It will take place on 14th and 15th October 2019 in Warsaw. So it will be 2 days event. The first day will have a character of will be information day with some training elements dedicated to SWAFS area, and the second day will be mainly dedicated to face-to-face meetings between participants. The second brokerage event will be organized in Brussels, probably in December. But I think the October date is a really good time to start thinking about your proposal, to look for partners, and to work on your proposal. So I invite all of you to this meeting in Warsaw. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, you can contact me later on after the presentation, and I will try to answer your questions. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Bartosz Majewski. Today I'm going to tell you about Horizon Europe, the next framework program of European Commission. Today's presentation is based on Peter Hartwig's presentation, which took place on ARMA conference in Bologna. I will show you the same slides that were presented during this event. Horizon Europe is not a revolution, it's simply an evolution. It has three main objectives: to support the creation and diffusion of high quality knowledge, to strengthen the impact of R&I in supporting EU policies, and to foster all forms of innovation and strengthen market deployment. We have three pillars in Horizon Europe. First pillar is open science. Second pillar is global challenges and industrial competitiveness. And the third pillar is open innovation. We have also the part which is named strengthening the European research area. Later on, I will tell you the details of these pillars. It is still not set, but it is very possible that the Horizon Europe budget is going to be bigger than Horizon 2020. The planned budget for Horizon Europe is 100 billion euros. Here on this slide you can see how much money is for different parts of Pillar 1, Open Science. So we have 16.6 billion for ERC, 6.8 billion for Maria Skłodowska-Curie actions, and 2.4 billion for research infrastructures. In Pillar 2, Global Challenges and Industrial Competitiveness, we have 5 clusters. The health cluster, the planned budget is 7.7 billion. inclusive and secure society 2.8 billion, digital and industry 15 billions, climate, energy and mobility 15 millions, food and natural resources 10 millions, and joint research center 2.2 billions. At this slide you can see the areas of intervention of each cluster. I'm not going to read all of the areas of intervention, but you can see what are the main topics for European Commission and what will be the most important issues in the future, and at what topics Commissions is going to spend money on. The third pillar, open innovation, generally is made for entrepreneurs. We have EIC, so European Innovation Council, which was established already last year. It is the tool to support innovations with breakthrough and market-creating potential. We have European innovation ecosystems that are connecting with the regional and national innovation actors. And we have 10.5 billion for EIC and 500 million for ecosystems. We have also 3 billion euro for EIT, which is well known from Horizon 2020. The last part of Horizon Europe is the strengthening the European research area. These tools are made mainly for the new member states, and these are we have 4 main instruments in sharing excellence, such as teaming, twinning, era chase, and cost. We have also the part reforming and enhancing the European research and innovation system, which is worth 0.4 billion euro. After interim evaluation of Horizon 2020, European Commission is trying to improve what haven't been perfect in Horizon 2020. The lessons learned from Horizon 2020 is to support breakthrough innovation, to create more impact through mission orientation and citizens' involvement, to strengthen international cooperation, to reinforce openness, and to rationalize the funding landscape. This is why the European Commission introduced some novelties in Horizon Europe. The key novelties are European Innovation Council, the missions, then the extended association possibilities, open science policy, and new approach to partnerships. AIC was established to support innovations with breakthrough and disruptive nature and scale-up potential that are too risky for private investors. We have 2 main components: the Pathfinder, which is in the form of grants from, and the grants are for projects from early technology to pre-commercial. And we have Accelerator, which is in the form of grants or the blended finance. So the European Commission will invest in the company. And that's why we can fund even pre-commercial and pre-commercial to market, and even scaling up. That's the instrument that European Commission is going to spend a lot of money. European Commission introduced missions to support the most important challenges, which are cross-cutting issues. They cannot be limited only to one cluster. There are 5 mission areas. Specific missions will be established by mission boards together with the European Commission and Member States during strategic planning process. Here is the list of missions. So we have one mission. It is not missions. It is mission areas. So we have adaptation to climate change, including societal transformation. Second mission area is to fight against cancer. Third mission area is healthy oceans, seas, coastal and inland waters. Fourth mission area is the climate neutral and smart cities. And the last mission area is soil health and food. International cooperation is very important for European Commission. In Horizon 2020, we have decrease of international partners comparing to 7th framework program. That's why European Commission is concentrated on improving international cooperation in Horizon Europe. We don't know specific instruments yet, but according to what European Commission says, it is one of the main challenges. There will be more flagship initiatives and joint calls. Commission is going to continue the open science policy. There will be mandatory open access to publication and mandatory data management plan for fair and open research data. So the main change is here that the data management plan will be obligatory for all of the projects. There is also European Open Science Cloud, which European Commission is going to establish. It will be a database for research data from all scientific projects reimbursed by European Commission. It will grow. We still don't know how it's going to look like, but there are a lot of money already spent on establishing the European Open Science Cloud. The big issue in the new Horizon Europe are the partnerships. We have the new approach to the European partnerships. We have 3 types of partnerships in Horizon Europe: co-programmed, co-funded, and institutionalized partnerships. The same as in Horizon 2020, but there will be new approach. In Horizon 2020, we have nearly 120 partnerships. In Horizon Europe, there will be a reduction, a huge reduction. There will be around 50 partnerships. The partnership portfolio will be clearer. Partnerships should be managed in more transparent way. The negotiations about partnerships are still ongoing. So here you can see the proposition of European Commission, but it may change. So in the health sector, there is 8 partnerships candidates. So we have EU-Africa Global Health Partnership, Innovative Health Initiative, European Partnership for Chemical Risk Assessment, preclinical or clinical health research, large-scale innovation and transformation of health system in a digital and aging society, personalized medicine, rare diseases, and EIT health. on the right column you have the type of partnership. So we have 2 institutionalized partnerships, and rest of them are mainly co-funded partnerships. In the digital industry and space, we have Euro HPC, so high performance computing, key digital technologies, smart networks and services, AI, data and robotics, photonics, clean steel, low carbon steel making, European metrology, made in Europe, carbon neutral and circular industry, and global competitive space systems. We have also 3 KICs, 8 digital, 8 manufacturing, and 8 raw materials. The third cluster is climate, energy, and mobility. We have the current candidates are transforming Europe rail system, integrated air traffic management, clean aviation, clean hydrogen, built environment and construction towards zero emission road transport, mobility and safety for automated road transport, batteries, and clean energy transition. We have also 3 AT in energy, climate, and urban mobility. And the last cluster, food, bioeconomy, natural resources, agriculture, and environment. We have 8 partnerships. First is accelerating farming systems transition. Second is animal health. Third one is environmental observation for sustainable EU agriculture. Then we have rescuing biodiversity to safeguard life on Earth, a climate neutral, sustainable and productive blue economy, safe and sustainable food system for people and planet and climate, circular bio-based Europe, and water for all. We have in addition 8 food. If you are interested more on partnership portfolio, you can get this information from orientations document. There will be link at the last page of this presentation. As I said in the beginning, Horizon Europe is an evolution, not revolution. EC is going to continue to work on simplification. So we will have further alignment to financial regulation, increased use of lump sums in the future, broader acceptance of usual accounting practices. There will be less audits, and we will still have the same funding model, and we'll keep the single set of rules principle. The major steps in simplification have been achieved in Horizon 2020. So we have the same portal, funding and tender opportunities portal. It will be used for all EU centrally managed programs. We have reduction to time to grant. It will be the same in Horizon Europe, and the decrease of administrative burden for beneficiaries. Commission is going to the direction that they want to keep what proved to work well. So because Horizon 2020 is evaluated very positively, that's why in Horizon Europe we won't have so many changes, because there will be between 7th framework program and Horizon 2020 there were so many novelties. Now Commission is going to stay almost the same with really not a lot of novelties. So it will be continuity for participants, major element of simplification while changes necessary in certain areas based on lessons learned, in particular ECA's special audit on simplification and the feedback from beneficiaries. The key message I want to pass to you is that you can have an impact on how Horizon Europe will look like. European Commission started a consultation on future objectives of Horizon Europe. EC prepared a document which is easy to read about the content of Horizon Europe, including research topics, missions, and partnerships. So if you click on the first link, then you'll have the possibility to share your opinion. There is a place that there are a lot of questions that you can answer based on orientations text. So if you are interested in Horizon Europe and what's going to be the main topics in Horizon Europe, you should go to orientation text. There you can find the clusters which are really well defined, the missions, and also the whole partnerships portfolio with a description of each partnership. If you want to be up to date with Horizon Europe, the Commission launched a special dedicated website. Here you can find the link. You have also the link to European Innovation Council, which is working now, and there are some pilot calls in Horizon 2020. And if you are interested in budget, because budget, as I told you at the beginning, is not set, here you have the link for updates. If you want to contact me, please use an email. I'm really open to and curious if you have any questions. Thank you very much.
If you have a quick question now, you can write it on the left side of the screen, and we will wait a moment to see if you want to ask something. You can also email us anytime you want if any questions will come up later. This presentation was recorded and will be placed on the EaP Plus website, and you can review this presentation again, and you can download the presentations. So if there are no questions, thank you to all of you who were able to join us today, and all the best wishes in your Horizon work, Horizon 2020, Horizon Europe, and many best wishes to all of you from Warsaw, Poland, and goodbye for today.